At the first half of the 20th century, scientists in the New Mexico desert aimed at the stars with primitive rockets in man's first attempt to conquer space. Astronomers at Mount Palomar Observatory in Southern California constantly search the heavens, trying to learn secrets hidden from mankind by enormous distances in time and space. Just what are these other worlds? Why are they there? And who made them? What life exists out there among the stars? Life nearer the Creator, or life menacingly dangerous? The planet Mars, an ancient and desolate world whose water and oxygen are nearly exhausted, is incapable of supporting human life on its bleak and barren terrain. But beneath the surface of this dying planet exists a highly advanced intelligence, evil and sinister in design, and whose very existence has been hidden from us until now.
It's 5 minutes till midnight and time for the local news. Excited residents of Long Beach reported a strange saucer-shaped object heading inland at supersonic speed. Authorities at Edwards Air Force Base were quick to deny that it was a new secret plane and probably just a flying saucer. In a related incident just about an hour ago, teenagers at Griffith Park reported a strange, smelly, tuna-scented monster that scattered picnickers and ate a pet poodle. This is Jungle Jim Zippo taking you back to the stacks, rocking till 3 in the morning with that new hit, Saturday Night.
It's almost 12 midnight time for the flick. Got my new car, got a big with my chick. I got the feeling that the timing is right. I wonder if she would put up a fight. Me and my baby at the movies on Saturday night. I'm the kind of guy who likes quick cars, rock and roll records, sweater girls from Mars. That's all I need, I've been doing alright, especially if those sweaters are tight. Rocking and rolling at the movies Yeah, a Saturday night is a night to get crazy. Saturday night is a night for the show. Saturday night is a midnight movie. Saturday night, come on, baby, let's go. Let's stop by the snack bar and get something to eat. The show starts at 12, gotta get a good seat. Me on the aisle and my girl on the right. Go for the good is when they turn out the lights. Me and my baby at the movies on Saturday night. Wow! Saturday night and it's time for the show. Saturday night and the midnight movie. Saturday night, come on, baby, let's go. When the weekend comes along, you're out on the town. The midnight movie is the best bet around. The villain dressed in black and the hero in white. A pretty girl is saving the shows out of sight. Rocking and rolling at the movies on Saturday night. Yeah. Rocking and rolling at the movie on Saturday night. Yeah, rocking and rolling at the movie on Saturday night. Yeah!
Holy Toledo, look at those milk bottles. She's a one-woman dairy farm. I can't go in there. I've got a boner.
Excuse me, miss? Miss, could I have your attention?
Jeepers.
Could I have some
It's
raisinets,
her.
please? Yeah, yeah. It's raisinets. Please. Yeah, thank you.
Look, over there, it's the
hold
sweater
on.
girl from
Okay.
Mars. It's her, there she is. I'll bet she's got nipples big as flapjacks.
Who?
Her.
Where? I don't see anybody.
Here, can you hold this?
How about some sugar tasty cakes?
Why don't you kiss some whore dog sorority girl, college man?
Come on, we don't want to miss the start.
you'll share man's greatest thrill as you rocket through space to the lost moon city of alluring, ferocious cat women. Theirs is the fevered fury of light without love, goading them to lure men into the den of bloodthirsty moon monsters, driving them to tempt men in the deadly cave of moon gold, flaming into a wild lust to conquer man and destroy the world.
We saw this with our own eyes, an object the like of which we had never seen before. A frightening, strange shape descending from outer space with relentless purpose. Where did it come from? And what did it want of us?
Hello! 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 It's an aircraft, all right, but like nothing I've ever seen before. Hello! What do you mean? Hello! Hello! It's like something from another planet.
Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. This week's exciting serial chapter, Back from the Future. In the year 2086, space exploration of Jupiter and Saturn had begun. Probing devices were penetrating Uranus to crack its dark and hidden interior. Giant space stations cruised in these orbits, supporting life for these brave men and women of the Space Patrol as they trek towards the stars and amazing adventure.
Terra Control, this is Commander Corey aboard the Terra 6. Request docking instructions.
Go past the third radar dish, take a sharp left, and drop into the first hole you see.
Commander Corey, please report to the main dining room immediately. Commander Corey, please report to the main dining room immediately. You are in a controlled area. Please identify yourself. You are in a controlled area. Please identify yourself. You have 30 seconds to identify yourself. You have 30 seconds to identify yourself. Dr. Fairchild, call laboratory on flight deck 6.
Come on, darling, treat old Tex right. You know I'm sweet on you.
Flight engineer, call your station.
I'm sorry, Dr. Baccarati, I didn't recognize you.
You're only doing your little job, keeping out the sightseers and the riffraff. Open the door.
I must see your authorization.
You know me. That should be sufficient.
Doctor, now not even you can be admitted, Doctor.
Father, are you sure this movie won't frighten Junior?
The Russians have the bomb now, dear. Junior must learn that the world can be a pretty frightening place.
What a jerk.
Cadet Rollins to Flight Bay 29. Cadet Rollins to Flight Bay 29. Captain Bingham to control immediately. Captain Bingham to control immediately. There will be a movie, Riders to the Stars, shown in Video Theater 6 at 19:30 this evening. There will be a movie, Riders to the Stars, shown in Video Theater 6 at 19:30 this evening. Flight Commander Marjorie Stone, report to Bay 16 as soon as possible. Flight Commander Marjorie Stone, report to Bay 16 as soon as possible. Major Bright, please pick up video phone 19. Major Bright, please pick up video phone 19.
Are we alive?
Yes, Master.
TD1, you are unscheduled for departure.
Congratulations, Cadet Meade.
Thank you, Dr. Forrester.
Do you have any idea how fortunate you are to be born into an age where anything within the realm of the imagination is possible?
Except keeping the cadets out of the greenhouse. They have such a weakness for strawberries.
As you know, this evening has a rather special significance. For some time ago, an incredible set of circumstances brought us to the brink of a monumental scientific discovery. A discovery that will enable us to walk on prehistoric Earth, to observe firsthand the giant reptiles of the dinosaur age, to witness the evolution of man, and even to look into the future. In short, to cross the last frontier of science and go beyond the time barrier.
Come on, Colonel, that sounds like science fiction to me.
Not science fiction, science fact. Sylvia, this is more your department.
This discovery is the culmination of years and years of research. It was headed by our very own Dr. Frederick Boccherotti, who at this very moment is working out the time transfer factor to program the TD-1 for its first test flight.
What's the TD-1?
Time Disk 1. It's the first manned research craft capable of both cosmic and atmospheric flight, with the power to travel through time.
Are you actually telling me that human beings could travel through the time barrier?
You mean that every past moment is captured and still exists somewhere in time?
Precisely. The theory is as old as Einstein. Why, the intellect of man could leap ahead 1,000 years.
Are you sure man's ready for that kind of knowledge?
It's more fun being surprised, don't you think?
Well, Mr. H.G. Wells, when do you plan to leave in this time machine of yours?
As soon as possible.
All Class 9 cadets report to Briefing Room 6 immediately. All Class 9 cadets report to Briefing Room 6 immediately.
Baccarati. The brain.
Robert, how do you know that this time clock will work?
History? History tells us.
Tells us what, Doctor?
Well, there are reports of strange and inexplicable sightings in the skies in both the BC and the AD timeframes. And the greatest number of these sightings were in the 5th decade of the 20th century.
I love old-time movies. I've seen The War of the Worlds a dozen times. But yet you're telling me that the TD-1 is a...
Our ancestors called them flying saucers.
But who on Terra would want to ride in one of those things anyway?
Well, boy, I'd like to.
I want to propose a toast to Dr. Baccarati, the man who conquered time with a machine that will enable us to reach out into time and space and possibly immortality. How very nice of you to finally honor us with your presence.
Sorry, sir. I need to speak with you.
Right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you excuse us?
Certainly.
Corey, couldn't this have waited until after the command dinner? I just announced the first test flight.
I'm afraid you're too late for that, sir.
What do you mean?
The first flight's been made.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Within the past 30 minutes, Baccarati left in the TD-1. It came back empty.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Well, where did he go?
You tell me.
But, you know, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would he, on this night of triumph, take off in his machine and vanish?
I don't know.
Can't have him interfering with history.
We've got to do something.
Yeah, right. But what? It doesn't make any sense. All right, Corey. I'm assigning you and your new cadet to accompany Dr. Carlyle on a mission to rescue our esteemed scientist.
Accompany Dr. Carlyle?
Right. Look, she's been in on this from the very beginning. That's why she's here.
I respectfully request that you assign someone more qualified to this mission.
Commander, you are eminently qualified. Request denied.
To time travel.
This tastes funny. Is this that new Coke?
Oh, I think it's Pepsi. Oh, darling, the over the one-eyed muff torpedo wants to go to Tuna Land tonight.
I'm still hungry, Snookums. How about some more?
Doris, go ahead and close up the box office.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, man, clean up your fucking act.
I'll be up in my office working. Call me if anything happens.
Why didn't you get a large?
You see, the TD-1 was actually designed and developed over a decade ago by scientists here and at White Sands, New Mexico.
Can you tell us how it works?
I think I know enough to be able to tell you what to do. What is he doing on Earth?
Actually, we don't know. But the memory banks are correlating all past occurrences in this particular time frame. We hope to have that information momentarily.
What is the time frame? Between 1947 and 1960.
We do know this. Whatever Baccarati's activities are, the results are not apparent at this time.
So we could be living in borrowed time? Well, in a manner of speaking, Carol.
Thank you very much. This is what we've been waiting for. Yeah, here we are. Here it says, on September 18th, 1947, Frederick Baccarati filed and paid federal taxes on a mining business and something called the Burlicue. Says he took out a marriage license with an exotic interpretive dancer by the name of Tonga.
He did what? Well, Commander, if you find him, please keep in mind he is one of our most brilliant minds. I know him as a kind and gentle human being.
I don't share your opinion. He killed 2 of my friends.
Thus, Commander Corey, Cadet Happy, and Carol Carlisle are about to begin a dangerous and exciting journey to ancient Earth to capture and return Dr. Baccarati back to the future.
Oh, I see. They tell me you can talk.
That is correct. Identify yourself.
Corey, commander of this mission.
Who are the others?
I'm Carol Carlisle.
They call me Happy.
Oh, I see. We're ready.
Please take your positions now. I am starting the time frame transfer sequence.
Terra Control to TD-1. You are cleared for departure.
Prepare for departure.
Special effects.
silly.
Come on, baby. What'd you bring me up here for?
To look at the stars.
Stars? I can see stars in my backyard. Want a beer?
Alcohol lowers one's resistance in certain situations. Besides, I hardly know you.
Come on, baby. We're wasting time. Why don't you take off that sweater?
What? You're so horny. You just don't stop.
Hey, what's wrong with me?
Well, if you want a girl that lets you take liberties, why don't you go get Joyce Norton?
What'd you say her name was?
And if you think I'm going to be a pushover on the first date, you've got another thing coming.
Well, how about your last date?
I didn't put out then either.
Oh, come on. I'm just kidding.
Really?
Really?
I really am glad you asked me out, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Getting kind of tired of Ralph.
Ralph? Who's Ralph?
Nice daddy. He's older.
Wouldn't he kind of mind us being out here all alone?
Unless he finds out. He's at the state judo finals.
Judo, isn't that fighting?
So dumb. All he likes to do is mash people.
Mash people? Gosh, it sure is getting kind of late. I gotta get home.
Sonny Wilson, one of our operatives, has been assigned to assist you while on Earth.
What was that?
Attention crew, final preparations are underway for landing. Local time is 10 p.m. Temperature 68 degrees. Oxygen content normal. Please remain in an upright position until the craft has come to a complete stop.
I heard these things rob the electricity.
You are now free to move about the cabin. Commander, there are 3 intruders at the ship's perimeter.
I got a tire iron in the trunk.
Where do you suppose it's from?
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's definitely from outer space.
One of them has protruded a metal object, possibly a weapon.
Well, what are we going to do, Commander?
Wait a minute, I got an idea.
I don't like this.
I wish I had my dad's shotgun.
What if they have their ray guns?
You break out the hardware.
Yes, sir.
This is just like that movie.
I wish it was a movie. Shit, me too.
We come to visit in peace and friendship.
Careful, Commander. There's someone behind that tree.
All right, you. Come out from behind that tree.
Lester!
Drop your weapons.
Where are you from?
Where do you think? Outer space.
Commander, we're going to need their clothes. We're going to attract too much attention in these.
What do you want from us?
We need your clothes.
Our clothes?
Quickly, remove your clothes.
Me too?
You first.
You heard the man. Remove your clothes.
Ralph were here, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, the hell with Ralph. Take off your clothes.
This is going to ruin my reputation.
How's about a little stink on the dink, baby duck?
You tell him, Commander Corey.
I can't stand it. Oh, my grapefruit-chested temptress. Oh, I love you. Oh, my dick's harder than Chinese arithmetic.
Shh. What are you yakking about, Rodney?
She's back. Forget it, Eugene.
You're an idiot.
Which way is it to town?
I'd be happy to show you, or both of you, either one at a time or both at once.
How do you pilot this thing?
Turn the key.
Here, let me show you. First, put your hand here. It's called the gear shift. You put it into P. That stands for park. Then you take this. It's called a key. And you put it in. It's called the ignition. Then you turn it. See, that starts your motor.
That's basic.
Do you feel the motor running?
I think so.
What about you?
We're wasting time.
Where are the landing lights?
That's the knob right there.
Let me show you. Put your hand right there and just pull. See? Wasn't that easy?
Could you point that out again?
Certainly.
We thank you very much for your help and your inspiration.
There's just one thing more.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it isn't every day that one meets a man from Mars. How about one little kiss? Something I could tell my grandkids about?
What about Ralph?
The hell with Ralph.
Commander, kissing spreads germs.
The least you could do after taking my clothes.
She may have a point.
Well, I'll take the chance, sir.
Okay. Now, we got to be going. Where did you learn to kiss like that?
I ran the kissing booth at the church fundraiser.
Okay, we've really got to be going.
Listen, if you find the town a little dull, just remember my phone number. Butterfield 8 4079. Pow, pow, pow.
Charms, or to say how I treasure being held in your arms. I forget the world around me as I gaze into your eyes. You amaze me and astound me. Now I realize
give Mommy some more popcorn. Junior? Where's Junior?
I don't know.
Darkness would enfold me. I'd be lonely on my days.
Junior, what have you gotten into? Don't ever wander off like that again.
Come on, we're leaving. The movie's terrible. I've never seen a film like this before.
See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth. See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth. See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth. See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth.
Is there a girl in the show named Tonga? She's a dancer, an exotic interpretive woman. We don't have that kind of entertainment, lady. We'll have to go down the street to the Burley Q.
Which way is that?
Thanks a lot. See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy our Earth.
Identify yourself.
Sonny Wilson.
Find Commander Corey immediately. Instruct him to abort mission. He must not contact Dr. Baccarati.
Or what will happen?
Look for a blue convertible. There is danger.
Don't worry, I'll find him.
Attaboy, Sonny.
Quick, give me the nickel. Operator, give me the Air Force.
Air Force security. Yeah, where'd this one land? On the courthouse steps? Hey, I stole your clothes at Inspiration Point. Yours and your girlfriend's. That's a good one. Hey, try telling that to her old man. Hey, listen, buddy. There's no flying saucer at Inspiration Point. Now, just go home and face the music. And stop bothering me.
There's nothing they can do.
What am I gonna do? I can't go home dressed like this.
You can go home with me.
See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy our Earth. See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth.
One child's ticket, I presume.
No, but did you see the people that were in that blue convertible?
Yeah, they were looking for a strip show with that, what's her name, Tonga?
Where'd they go?
Down the street to the Burley Q.
I know the place.
You won't get in. Why don't you stay and see our Mars movie?
Sorry, lady, not tonight.
See the invaders from Mars. They're 8 foot tall. They're here to destroy the Earth.
is it?
Happy.
Happy?
Excuse me, are you Tonga?
In the flesh. I suppose you want an autograph.
Well, yes, and a little information.
About me, of course. Hey, you ain't half bad. Come on in. I'll give you all the information you want. Who do I remind you of?
I don't know. I'm not from around here.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe, of course. Everyone says that I look like Marilyn, and I have the same type of giggle.
Well, who's Marilyn Monroe?
Who's Marilyn Monroe? Well, she's the greatest movie star ever. Didn't you see Niagara?
No, I don't go to the movies. I'm a scientist.
Oh, I just love scientists.
Miss Tonga, science is what brought me here.
Oh,
Well, Miss Tonga, do you know where I can find a Dr. Baccarati?
Freddie? Sure. What do you want him for anyway? Is he in some kind of trouble or something?
No, just a little business.
Well, you'll have to go through me for any information.
Well, okay, Miss Tonga.
Drop the Miss Dreamboat and let's get down to brass tacks. You and me. What's the matter? Got bad breath or something?
No, not really.
Don't you know how to kiss?
That's an old custom, isn't it?
Yeah, since the day one. How far out in the sticks are you from, anyway? What are you thinking about?
When are we going to meet Dr. Baccarati?
Get lost! What do you want? Don't go away. I'll be right back. It's probably just an admirer. I'll be back. All right, golden boy. That was a message from Freddie. He wants to meet you. Your friends have already left this place. Let's go. That'll teach that creep.
Better slow down, Miss Tonga.
Don't worry.
Why'd you stop?
Stay put. I'll handle this. Say, what is this?
I'm asking the questions now. Open the trunk.
Why, you little pipsqueak.
Just open the trunk, or else I'll...
You what? You and whose army?
Open the trunk, or I'll blast your tits off.
Attaboy, Sonny.
Hey, what's this all about? Commander!
Commander?
Baby thinks free.
Or in this case...
Mine!
Goodbye. Harry now.
What's on?
A midnight ride to the laboratory, darling.
Oh, baby. I'm horning a 3-ball tomcat on a Saturday night.
Oh, shit! Baby's starving. More popcorn, please.
Okay.
Tex, don't. I have to tell you something.
Not tonight, Cupcake.
Back again?
Well, shit, if that doesn't beat all.
It's not often that we entertain so interesting a group of guests. I must think of a way to welcome them to my little piece of terror on Earth. A commander of the Space Patrol, a baby blue cadet, and a very pretty lady, very pretty indeed. It's a shame I must remove the lovely creature's brains, but I need them in rather large quantity.
Why don't we start with hers?
We're not ready. One of them is still at large.
You mean that little brat with the blaster? Well, you'll never find him in these caves.
No, but the automaton will.
What's that, hon?
Oh, you'll see, dearest. Attention. There is a boy loose in the tunnel, automatons. He is a danger to us all. Tear him apart.
Boy, the automatons certainly are atomic, aren't they, Rodney? Sonny.
Out of my way! The last thing I do, I'm gonna kill that kid. There's my brain for the time disc.
I'm having so much fun now.
My mammoth, mammaried love monkey. You have returned. Eugene, she's back. She's back. Oh.
Huh? Jeez. Looks like fish. Kids, always causing trouble. What the? Hey!
right, honey. I'm having a visit from my friend.
Huh?
I got the curse. My period.
You've got the curse. The curse is on me. You have more periods than a stack of dime store novels. Jesus Christ, you bleed more than a hemophiliac in a briar patch.
Where are you going?
Another night of bunk of my own baloney.
What evil magic is this? Will the time disk leave its crew trapped in the past? Will Baccarati take the beautiful Carol for his bride? And will Tonga have her way with Happy? Will Sonny Wilson survive mutilation and decapitation? Where will Baccarati go next? For the answers, see next week's exciting episode, Up to Your Anus.
Thumbs up for a true marvel of the filmmaker's art. Don't you agree, Rodney? 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 Are you in there? Guess not. Rodney? Rodney? Where the hell are you? Rod? Why would he walk out on a cinematic extravaganza like that? Fat Geek never did have any taste.
She'll eat anything.
Oh. Pardon. Come on, Snookums, let's go get a bite to eat.
Here's an update on that flying saucer and smelly monster story we reported earlier. Local authorities now believe that the entire thing was an elaborate publicity stunt to promote a new science fiction picture playing in area drive-in theaters. In other news, here's what's happening all around Southern California.
Gee, what happened?
Beauty killed the beast.
Thus, our world was saved, not by atomic warfare, but by the appetite of a 300-pound suburban housewife. The Martians, realizing that cannibalism is rampant on Earth, are looking at other worlds in which to conquer. Mankind is safe, at least for the present.
Something to eat. The show starts at 12, gotta get a good seat. Me on the aisle, my girl on the right. Go for the good is when they turn out the lights. Me and my baby at the movies on Saturday night. Wow! Saturday night and it's time for the show. Saturday night and the midnight movie. Saturday night, come on, baby, let's go. When the weekend comes along, you're out on the town. The midnight movie is the best bet around. The villain dressed in black and the hero in white. A pretty girl is saving the show's out of sight. Rockin' and rollin' at the movies on Saturday night. Yeah, rockin' and rollin' at the movie on Saturday night. Yeah.